Hi, my name is Hong and I'm a seller. My background is that I'm a mortgage broker. We have about 70 or 80 properties, and so I've dealt with a lot of real estate agents. I've seen kind of like the transactions and usually where the agents will step in, where they won't. So pre-sales, when I first met Anson, it was already, from my research, I could tell that he was already the dominant agent in Rancho Renovated. He demonstrated his knowledge base extremely well. He knew what the comps were, he knew what things were trading at, he knew the amount of competition that my house would probably have, and he was able to really kind of guide me, show his expertise throughout the pre-sales process. Once we signed the listing with Anson, he brought in his team, extremely experienced. Usually I'm a micromanager and I scrutinize every single aspect of it, and I did at the beginning, but after a little bit, you could tell that Anson he was on top of it. When we got to the negotiation phase for contracts, he found a really great buyer for us. He was able to negotiate an extremely great number. To be honest, it was a number higher than what I expected, even what we had hoped for. Once again, an agent that goes to bat for you and exceeds your expectations and doesn't want to leave money on the table versus taking the safe route and saying, hey, we'll just take it. I think it's because of the amount of data, knowledge, and he just understands the market so well that he thinks, I really appreciated his expertise in that area. I don't think that many other agents could deliver the type of performance that he was able to get us for this property. Anson is so quick with responses. He's so versatile with technology, so many different ways to be able to get a hold of him if you need to. But after a while, you just realize, I don't need to micromanage. I don't need to kind of like scrutinize it, because he'll get in touch with me whenever something comes up that's important. Anson is super detailed. He shows up to certain appointments that he doesn't necessarily need to show up to. He shows up at the appraisal appointments for the buyer's side to make sure that they have proper comps to be able to support the contract price. That's something that most agents don't do at all. One thing that was absolutely blew me away was that Anson was able to sell our house and get us in contract within 2 days. He had great advice on when to come into the market as well. Originally, I had thought that, we'll push the listing date a little bit back, but because of Anson's expertise and his encouragement, he actually said that we should maybe think about moving it up a little bit forward. And I think it's absolutely because of that recommendation and that type of encouragement that got us the type of offer that we ended up receiving. And so, for him to get the market timing right, because he has such a good gauge on the pulse of the Cupertino area, who's buying, who's selling, what inventory, what competition's about to come onto the market, to get us into the right time slot, and then also be able to get us in contract within 2 days, absolutely blew my mind.